Alright, I'm gonna quickly go over the new draw and Barrett and, you know, give you my opinion to see if I think it's worth it or not. First of all, I want to go over, he's wearing a Shinra costume, which is funny, right? It's kind of ripped there. And he has this purple black style going here, and it kind of reminds me of Black Panther. So they're going for this Black Panther Wakanda. Look at the purple neon stuff. So they're going for that type of design, but he's Barrett, right? I mean, I don't think they focus on Barrett enough to be worthy of the money. I mean, if it was free, then you could draw all you want, but it's not free. So, anyways, it has this physical and magic defense increased by 20%, which is highly beneficial. And then you have physical and magic attack increased by 10%, which is nice as well. And you got 10 points into HP, right? For Barrett. Now he has this thing that can attack all, which is nice, right? It also decreases the physical attack and physical attack and magical attack of your enemy, which is also nice. Now the problem is, I barely use Barrett, and I don't think he's a future upgradable character, right? What I mean by that is they're mainly focused on, so far as we can see, they're mainly focused on the females, right? You got Aerith, Lucia, and you got Tifa here, right? I mean, this is a new character. I don't think they're going to care about this character either. And sometimes they got Yuffie in there. And then the main male characters are Zack, Glenn, Sephiroth, and Cloud, right? That's what their main focus is. They don't really care about Barrett. They don't really care about Red. They don't really care about XIII. I mean, further upgrades, I don't think you're going to get much. And what I want to say is that before this event, they had this limit break event. And the limit break event is the biggest BS that I've seen. I mean, I don't see anything unique about this limit break event. I mean, it's not like there's some sort of phenomenal weapon kind of situation. What they did was basically they take two apples. It's from the same tree. It looks pretty much the same thing. Even let's say they even copied and pasted like if it was a file, right? And all they did was say, hey, this one is called Apple. The other one, we're going to add Supreme in front of it. And then, the regular Apple is sold for $1. The Supreme Apple is sold for like $1,000,000. And, if you're dumb enough not to see that, right, obviously you'll spend $1,000,000. But basically it's the same thing, right? I mean, it's the same apple from the same tree that does the same thing. One of them, they just add Supreme in front of it. Quote unquote limit break. And then, there was 2-4. It was very hard to get all four of the costumes, and because once you got all four of the costumes, they released this one, right? And then people are trying to get Aerith and Lucia, and then they released Tifa and XIII. And basically, they started decreasing the amount of crystal they're giving you, right? I mean, I don't think that it's going too well because now they're releasing the ninth character, and this is like all in a month span, and it's like screw this, right? I mean, you can't get them all. I mean, I got Tifa, and then I'm like, I'm done, right? I mean, I'll wait until next limited edition. I'm not getting any more things, and I think people should be that. I think people should have that attitude. You're not be scammed to buy $1,000,000 Apple just because they put the name Supreme in front of it. But anyways, that's all I got. I don't think that is worth it, and of course, Red 13's weapon's not worth it either. If you like the character, you could always buy it. I just don't think it's worth it.